If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. And we move on. More 2 p.m. Eastern action from Maxwell Smart. Morgan State Bears 4-2. Their first game in the MEAC at Norfolk State Spartans 4-3. They're also opening up conference play. Joseph G. Echols Hall in Norfolk, Virginia. See what we are dealing with from a market perspective in this Morgan State game. Morgan State, 3.5-point dogs. That's at minus 104 juice over at FanDuel with a total at 135.5. We will line chop when we hear what Max is on, and we only line chop with the legal licensed American books. After opening their season by losing to Mount St. Mary's, Morgan State's won 4 of 5. They're led by 6'9" senior forward Troy Baxter, averaging 16.5 points, 4.7 boards, hitting 50% from 3. They hit just 43.6% from the field, but they get nice enough distribution, 15.3 assists per game. Norfolk State snapped their 2-game losing streak with a 68-65 win at George Mason as 10-point dogs. All 12 players saw the floor with 4 scoring in double digits, led by senior guard Devontae Carter, who's averaging 16.1 points, 5.9 boards, 3.4 assists. He has scored in double digits in all 7 Norfolk State games this year. Max, take it away. We're in the MEAC at 2 p.m.
Jim, let me tell you something about Morgan State. They've been helping your bankroll. They've been making you money. They've cashed 4 straight underdog tickets for me, and I'm going to take advantage of it and keep on riding it. What I've learned with college basketball, if something's working for you, ride it until it loses, or unless your numbers tell you don't bet it. Well, I'm not getting any of those alarms here, so I'm ready to go with Morgan State once again. I really like how Torian Ware, the Jacksonville State transfer, has acclimated to this lineup. I think that he is heavily underrated, and I look for him to have a big game in this game against Norfolk State in his first MEAC conference game. He is coming from a conference that has better competition. This is a team also in Morgan State that just has a bunch of different pieces that can come together and produce for you on any given night. It starts with Troy Baxter. He's a very good free throw shooter, a good all-around 3-level scorer, and he can come off the bench or he can start for you. When we're looking at this team, I think that they have the grit. I think that they play harassing style of defense that Norfolk State isn't really going to be able to deal with. I think that when you look at Norfolk State with Devontae Carter doing his job and not shooting threes and Joe Bryant working his way back into the lineup, there's definitely some positives that are emerging. However, if you don't get Daryl Anderson shooting threes, if you don't get Kashawn Hicks and J.J. Matthews staying out of foul trouble versus this aggressive, harassing type Morgan State defense, then you're going to be in trouble. This is a team that, although Morgan State has their own issues with turnovers, they do a good job on the offensive glass, they do a good job on the defensive glass, and they ball hawk. So they're going to take the ball away from you. They're going to bring double teams. They're going to trap you in the half court. They're not going to let you run your offense and score points at will against them. And I like that about them. This is a spot also where I think that this is an opportunity for a bunch of different transfers to show why they went to this school. And it's to show, I don't know, that they can elevate this very low NCAA Division I team. I think that it's a number that should have been -1, -1.5. This is not the same talent of Norfolk State teams of the past. They don't make their free throws. They don't take a lot of threes when they really should take more of them. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a team that has trouble after a team has seen them and is able to make halftime adjustments against them. And if you do that against Morgan State and you don't learn how, if you don't make good adjustments against them, well, Morgan State's going to put a 40 burr on you and keep you under 35. So, Jim, I'm going to be betting Morgan State on the money line tomorrow. Ooh. But for the show, I'm just going to take the spread.
All right, you can get +4 at Circa. It is +156 at FanDuel. You want the 4?
Sorry. Yes, I want the 4.
Okay.
If I could take a half unit shot, which I know I can't, then I would take the money line.
Okay.
But I'm not willing to risk the record on that.